Breaking right now at 11, brand new models showing Hurricane Dorian churning through the Atlantic.
We're learning the storm has slowed down, but don't underestimate it. Dorian is on track to go full force into the Florida coast.
Here's a live look from the beach near Fort Lauderdale right now. As you can see, calm, quiet, and serene tonight. In a few days, this shot will be flooded with rain, though. The storm is expected to make landfall early next week. But people in Florida are already preparing for the worst. Neighbors forming long lines to get the essentials, gas, and groceries.
And while it might not impact the Carolinas directly, we'll get some rain from it, especially our friends down by the coast. A strong chance of flooding, in fact, for the coastal communities.
Our Brad Panovich has been studying the models and joins us now with the very latest. Brad?
Yeah, Hurricane Hunter's been flying out there all night, and we've been keeping an eye on their detailed information they've been passing along to us. As 11 o'clock, the winds are now up to 105 miles per hour. This makes it a Category 2 hurricane. The movement has slowed down, and that's a key part. We talked about this earlier today. This thing is slowing down big time as it moves to the west. It's going to get larger and stronger, but that slowing down pattern is bad news for Florida and actually good news for us, unfortunately, in the near term, that it'll have zero impact on us this weekend. You could see the circulation, a new eye trying to form right about there. Let's go in closer. I can see that kind of warming spot right there. That's where we think the eye will begin to form. So let me show you the latest update. There it is. Winds at 105 miles per hour. Watch it move to the northwest at around 12. May even spike up to a Category 4 on Saturday night. But this is the part I want you to watch here. Saturday, 8 p.m. We'll go to Sunday at 8 p.m. It's right here. And then on Monday, 8 p.m., it's not even on land yet. So it's Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's just moving inland as a Category 1. So this is likely going to be over Florida for several days. In fact, it might linger down here until Wednesday, maybe even Thursday, before it starts to move north. So impacts here in the Carolinas, nothing this weekend and nothing really early next week. It will probably be mid to late week. The question, though, is, does this make a churn earlier or does it churn later? This churn is going to be key to whether we see impacts at all in the Carolinas. Coming up, I'm going to show you some of the scenarios which could be good news for us and bad news for us based on when that churn happens.
All right, so many possibilities. Thank you, Brad. Hurricane Dorian already causing a travel headache at the airport. Delays are starting to domino with flights to and from Florida in jeopardy during the busy Labor Day weekend.
NBC Charlotte's Hunter Signs live at Charlotte Douglas International. Hunter, what are you seeing on the boards tonight?
Yeah, so far this is going to cause cancellations and delays in the skies. The good thing is not too many of those just yet. Ahead of this storm, many people here were still traveling to Florida, one of whom told me he's going home just to prepare to evacuate.
Checking in with American all the way down, please.
Airports connect us all.
A little further down, guys.
Travelers anxious to come and go. Some anxious just to get home.
Miami.
Raul Acosta is anxious in a bad way.
That's right.
Because of what he's flying into.
Stress and anxiety, mostly.
His family, his home, is in the path of Hurricane Dorian.
What I'm more concerned about is just resources right now. Getting fuel, getting supplies, knowing that craziness.
With 3 hurricanes hitting Florida in the last 3 years, it's not Raul's first ride.
I'm probably going to lead towards evacuation.
But first, he has to get there to help his family. No room for delays.
Right now it's on time, but we'll see how it goes.
A majority of flights into Florida are on time, but that will soon change.
My thought process is to have a lot of options.
Mike Alkire is flying into Jacksonville, Florida, hoping to make it back before Dorian doubles down.
I know I've got to start driving east in the event that, I can't get out of Jacksonville.
Anxiety setting in for travelers near and far as Dorian continues to ring the alarm.
And for those who may be traveling to Florida this holiday weekend, you may want to check with your airlines. Many of them are offering waivers for you to rebook with no fees. Also, if you have family or friends trying to get out of Florida, tonight American Airlines saying they will have reduced rates for evacuation flights. Reporting live tonight, Hunter Signs, NBC Charlotte.
Thank you, Hunter.